Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And an alley to run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the counter, here's Kamara. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And he finds Cook. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Ready. Waiting. Still kill. 61. Match box. Lights.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down. It's caught, Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. that can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Toss play to Lynch. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. But it'll be 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Hey, dude. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Play action. Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. He leaps over him. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Go.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Mike spot 4.
On 2nd down, Lynch. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
Play action. It's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. They'll run on first down. It's Lynch. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there's a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it done.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 4 down.
On third down, Wilson looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Short. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. As time expires in the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
53. Hey, Haywood. Mike 50. All right. Here we go. Let's go, P. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. 0-2. What is that?
On 2nd and a yard. Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Charlie. Mike's 50.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
10 Lobo. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
15-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often. We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jacob Hollister, 59 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter. No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th. No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Yellow lady, mark 54. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. He wants it all, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn, 33 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now Wilson on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is Lynch. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and goal. Wilson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people who can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 71 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 26.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
Short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
19.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
56.
Wilson now on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Wilson now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing again here. Wilson being chased out. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat him.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player or broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... You know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that had been...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Check three. Greystone, travel. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And he finds Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Forced out to his left. That's caught by Hollister. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bree's going to throw here, and he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Hey, Alpha.
After the sack on first down, Breeze. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear that?
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Working from the gun. It's Breeze. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose? And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Again, Wilson. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Tight dog, tight dog.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On second and 12, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
Hey, one set. 56.
4th down. Here's Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Hey, 0.
Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. Now Kamara. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check it out.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Check. 5-8. 21.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Hey, easy.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Breeze now on first down. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Breeze now. That'll be complete to Cook. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
55, 56. Let's make these babies. 21. You kill. Let's make these babies cry. Hey, orbit. Let's go 950. Yeah. Watch the twitch.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Yellow lady.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. On the ground, Kamara. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Ready. Yellow lady. Right there. 54 Mike. 54 Mike.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Opposite. Hey, one set.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Sammy. 54 Mike. Bravo. Check. Block 54 Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Flushed out right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run this with Homer. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lynch running right. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Steps away to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Rolling to his right. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Open man is Jacob Hollister. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, let's talk about the coaching carousel. Some new guys in new places. Ron Rivera to Washington. We got Mike McCarthy in Dallas. Matt Rule up from the college ranks to Carolina. And for the Giants, Joe Judge. Any surprises in your mind?
Well, I think you start with Joe Judge going to the Giants, coming from New England, where he was the special teams coach for most of his career, and this season added wide receivers to his duties. Well regarded within the ranks of the NFL. Not much known about him to the outside world. It's kind of a reveal to everyone. Joe Judge, people will now get to know who he is, because most people thought Matt Rule was going to go to New York. He ends up in Carolina. And then, of course, Ron Rivera, he would have been a candidate for Dallas. He would have been a candidate for New York, as well as Washington. And Washington never let him out of the building. That was a big-time hire for them.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Now Breeze again. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, the 40. Acon's right sideline in some space. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick.
Let's go, fellas.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Breeze now on first down. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Ready.
Play action. Breeze. They complete it to Hill. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Breeze now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Breeze going to throw. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Third and long. It's Wilson being chased out left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. On first down, Lynch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. They run again on first down, Lynch. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, quick slant, caught by Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Wilson, they'll roll him out right. This is caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means... The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
Check 25. Check 25.
They'll run for it. Lynch. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marshawn Lynch taking it in as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is taken at his 4th. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 29, Breeze. He's going to fight. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. But yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who can also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson, forced out to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Demario Davis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
No pass, no pass. Come to my world. Off. Come to my world. Kill.
To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 45 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive – I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me. Often that opens up enough space for him to go.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're safe.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 49 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And an alley to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
95.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. He's going to take a shot for the end. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 27 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Now Wilson, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in.
We got this.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards there on the keeper at second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And an alley to run. 23 yards the pickup there.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He may try and run for this, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill.